second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 13. Check 13.
36. 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Just like that. Just like that.
Line 36.
Now watch run. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it. You're out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A final shot before the break. Darnold looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Switch.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 lining, 15 lining. Base.
Check 3.
Set, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Switch the mic right here.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Lions will take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dobbins. The 40. The 30. 10.
again. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. He just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think on you.
I always think
I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
No, you are.
Thanks. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Here we go. Let's go. 60, orange. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Let's go. Go. Motion.
Watch 36 to my...
Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Where they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold down to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On first down, Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run. This is Cohen, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Dobbins. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. Dobbins.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Touchdown, Detroit! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
That long run for a touchdown is a great example of if you get it back to the second level, anything can result, and it's usually something good.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 25 yards that time. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. That they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up. Feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.